Lights, camera, storage, action.
So thank you for speaking to Arim Rizal at Gitex. We would like to start with a brief about the regional threat landscape. How has it changed over the past couple of years?
So thank you for the question. In the last few years, there has been a complete shift to the multi-cloud. There has been an exponential growth of the devices. At the same time, there has been a distributed workforce. And that has been accelerated, of course, by the recent pandemic. In parallel to that, you have cyber criminals who became much more aggressive, much more organized, and much more powerful. So that this all has put immense pressure on the security teams to actually be able to protect their organization and safeguard their complex environment. Traditionally, cybersecurity experts were focused on the phishing attack vector and the vulnerabilities it leads on the endpoint. But what about the unintentional and intentional insider threat? So according to recent research, 85% of IT leaders confirm that they don't have the adequate security to actually be able to protect their organizations from all those threats. So simply put, IT leaders have been struggling with protecting their multi-cloud hybrid environment despite all the investments they made in top-notch technologies over the last many years.
Okay. In terms of the technology landscape, we've seen a lot of new technologies come in, like AI. You have automation, you have hybrid cloud. How are you working with your partners to make sure they sustain themselves and also stay relevant to the changes?
Sure. I'll start with what we're doing at Cisco, and then I'll talk about partners. So at Cisco, we're leveraging AI to actually equip the customers or security admins with, if you want, superpowers. Because nowadays, with all the evolving threat landscape, it's almost impossible, or it's not enough at all, to only count or rely on human scale kind of defense. But on the contrary, we should be actually relying and leveraging machine scale kind of capabilities. Our AI security strategy is threefold: simplify security, prevent attacks, but also ensure the proper use and the secure use of LLMs, or large language models. Now, our security AI-driven cloud security model is actually helping organizations navigate through these changing environments that I was referring to before. Now, in terms of partners, we're doing a couple of things. First of all, we are introducing new specializations around AI, around XDR, around SASE. Those are new technologies that are leveraging AI, but also we're onboarding new security partners. Now, the other area that we're doing is that we realize that the cyber attackers are becoming much more organized and also working together. And accordingly, we decided that as industry players, we also need to join forces. And that is why at RSA recently, we announced integrations and partnership with other third-party vendors, and some being competitors, so that the XDR platform with all that intelligence coming from all those sources becomes much more powerful and much more effective.
Okay. You mentioned AI and LLMs. How I mean, companies are leveraging AI solutions right now. How is Cisco helping them with that journey? To overcome any challenges they might be facing.
Okay, so in this era, with the proliferation of the threats and what I was referring to before, it's not enough anymore to rely on standard detection and response, right? We therefore need to leverage AI and predictive analytics to enhance the risk mitigation and also to enhance the incident response. Now, that predictive analytics is obviously based on AI and ML. Cisco has been using AI for a while in multiple areas, including the Cisco Silicon One chip, AI in hybrid work, ML in cybersecurity, and predictive networks. In cybersecurity in particular, we've been using it in detecting any abnormal or malicious activities, any abnormal lateral movement, or access attempts, and malicious access attempts, and we're actually immediately or automatically taking the proper measures, mitigation measures, basically.
Okay. And coming back to the Middle East region, what sort of marketing strategies do you have for the next couple of months in terms of growth for the company?
Okay, so I'll talk about our overall strategy in Middle East and Africa. Middle East is an extremely regulated market. And when I say regulated, it's in terms of governance, risk, and compliance. And in addition to us working very closely with our customers and partners and to securely protect their organizations and their complex networks, what we are doing also, we're obviously increasing cyber awareness, like in today's event and in this interview, but we're also working very tightly with regulators, with governments and regulatory bodies. And some of what we do is exchange threat intelligence. What we're also doing, we're introducing cybersecurity academic programs and developing those with the governments so that we support fresh graduates early in careers in this cybersecurity space, but also enhancing the expertise of existing cybersecurity experts. And finally, we're also supporting or entering or introducing the cybersecurity curriculum across our networking program, across multiple universities and academies. Just to close, we are obviously aligning all those with the national programs of every one of those countries. You know, we have national visions in here in Saudi, in Qatar, etc. And accordingly, we feel we take a lot of pride for that kind of partnership, those programs that we are leveraging to support those government and those regulatory bodies.
Thank you for speaking to us. It was nice having you with us today.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you.